If it's sweet or sour.
It's here!
Nostalgic new from bugs to bacon flavored.
It's here!
If it's chewy, gooey, and oh so yummy.
It's here!
If there's a swirl of caramel, a hint of mint, a dab of nougat, nuts, chocolate, or if it's crunchy.
It's here!
Oh, is it ever?
Big or small, bring them all into Grandma's house, where sweet treats and favorite toys are found. With every shape, size, and delicious flavor imaginable, you're sure to find a favorite. Grandma's house, toys, candies, and more in Watertown.
It's Chevy Summer Drive at Sharp Automotive. 2024 Chevy Silverado Crew Cabs start on at $10,000 off MSRP. Take advantage of trade-in and finance incentives. Leases start at $550 per month. Lease payment includes $5,000 cash down or trade equity, plus lease loyalty. Sharps will consign or buy your trade. Stop today or shop online at sharpgm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Thank you for joining us for Arrow Football on 950 KWAT.
Are you ready for some football? We're ready for some football, baby.
Arrow Sports brought to you by Hy-Vee, American Bank and Trust, Hometown Building Center, Roadside Gas, South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection, Sign Pros Graph Signs, Perkins, Grandma's House, Sharp Automotive, Dairy Queen, McDonald's, Andor Incorporated, Tacker Plumbing and Heating, Bruggeman Insurance, Daniels Marine, Active Heating, Kunko Snyder Eye Clinic, and Country Road Barn.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Watertown Arrows are going to do it today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan Neal. Welcome you to the Watertown Civic Arena for another night of Watertown Arrow Boys basketball. Tonight, the Watertown Arrows will be playing and hosting Crosstown, I don't want to say rival, because it's not a rivalry because they've never played before, but that Crosstown matchup in Great Plains Lutheran Panthers for the first time in both of these schools' histories and programs they'll be facing up here this evening. The girls did this earlier in the year, actually first game of the year for the Arrow girls, and that one was played over at GPL. And this one here tonight is being played in the Civic Arena. Great Plains Lutheran will come into tonight with a record of 2-2. As you'll hear both coaches when we get to that moment here shortly of speaking with them. Quick turnaround for both teams as they both played last night. And Great Plains Lutheran lost a heartbreaker 51-49 up in Britton Hecla. So quick turnaround for them, and the Watertown Arrows were defeated by Sioux Falls O'Gorman down in Sioux Falls last night. So you'll get the quick turnaround. Both teams get back at it, look to redeem themselves. The Watertown Arrows will come in tonight with a record of 1-4. Lost 4 straight after that nice performance there on the opening night down in Brookings. So they'll look to get back on the winning track here this evening against Great Plains Lutheran. Got about 21 minutes here till tip-off, or national anthem and starting lineups, I should say. So we'll continue on our Bruggeman Insurance here pregame show. We'll step away here for 30 seconds, and we'll talk with both coaches. We'll talk first with Great Plains Lutheran coach Mike Haugley, and then we'll be back with the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Pat McClemens. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with our coaches' comments and conversations with that. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
And welcome back to your Watertown Arrow Basketball pregame show brought to you by Bruggeman Insurance. At this time, we have more coaches' comments, and we'll welcome in the head coach of the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers, Mr. Mike Hougley. And Mike, thank you so much for taking some time and chatting with me before tonight's game.
No problem. Appreciate it.
All right, Mike, we're kind of getting into what I'll say more of the routine part of the schedule here. We got the honeymoon stage out of the way with the early season, and we kind of pause slowly, not as much action around the holidays. But now we're into January. Let's just talk about how the first handful of games have went for you guys and how you started off in your eyes.
Yeah, on opening weekend, we actually traveled all the way to Milwaukee for a Lutheran Invitational tournament with some other schools in our synod, and had an opportunity to get 2 games in, and ended up winning the first game handily, and then we played in the championship game and ended up losing by 4 points. But it was a good experience for our boys and an opportunity to start gelling as a team, and then we had one more game before Christmas break. That was a conference win against Tri-State. So then we were off for 3 weeks until last night, and then we played up in Britain and lost a heartbreaker by 2 points.
Well, so as we kind of learned a little bit about your guys and your team here tonight, who are some of your kind of key contributors and players that names I'm going to call throughout the broadcast this evening?
Yeah, we're going to start 5 seniors. Many of them have been part of our program for many years already at the varsity level. 3 of them in particular have been starting since sophomore year. So 3-year starters, Micah Holine, Brody Charlemagne, and Austin Rubendahl. And then a couple other guys that have been part of our core for the last couple of years, Hayden Carley and Landon Zerwan, will round out the starting 5. I expect that we'll probably go 9-10 deep at least, since we're on the second leg of a back-to-back. Try to give as many guys the opportunity to play at the arena as possible, and some of those guys, we got a bunch of juniors, Ryan Jenstead, Jarrett Bauer, Lucas Johnson, Will Krenz, Thad Kratz will be some of the second level guys that will be coming in this afternoon.
So let's turn our attention to tonight here, Coach. Unique opportunity, first time for the Watertown Arrows and Great Plains Lutheran to face off on each other in the basketball court in this inner-city contest here. Let's just start off here first. What does this kind of experience, unique opportunity, have you guys talked about it as a group, or opportunity bring to you guys here this evening?
Yeah, our guys are excited. The opportunity presented us to consider this last year. I brought it up to the seniors now. Back then they were juniors, and I asked them, and it took them all of about 2 seconds to say yes. They said, "Do you want to play this game?" And they are all in on it. And so they're looking forward to it. We're definitely showing up to compete. And we know that Watertown had a tough one in Sioux Falls last night, and so I don't know if either team is going to feel tremendously well rested for it, but yeah, it's a good experience for us. Being now that we're in Region 2A, we have a really tough region, and that means that we're going to be in some tough situations moving forward. You think at the end of the season with whoever we match up with in the region playoffs, and aside from the coolness of being ready to play the Arrows tonight and this crosstown, just down the road rivalry here, or whatever you want to call it, it's just a good experience for some of our guys. I mentioned that we have a lot of experience in some of our starters, but then we have some younger guys that are getting their first taste of things here. And hopefully being in a big environment with a bigger crowd and all the stuff that will be part of the event tonight will do us a lot of good moving forward as we think about the rest of the season and the playoffs.
So talking about the Arrows, and I don't know if you guys, obviously you played last night, both teams did, in preparation for it. Do you know anything particular about Watertown's squad as that will help you benefit here for tonight's game?
Well, we played in the summer league against each other, so we have a little bit of a feel for style and personnel a little bit. Even though we're in town, personally, I'm just so busy and wrapped up in our own program to really be focusing too much on the Arrows on a regular basis. I do know that they had a lot of graduates off the team that went to state last year, and but that doesn't mean that the current roster is going to be an easy win or anything of that nature. So we're just excited to compete. Being that we just had a conference game last night, a lot of our focus this week has been on getting focus for that game more so than tonight. However, our guys are ready for the challenge. They're excited to play the Arrows, and we'll just see what happens.
Coach, last question for you, and let you run. I always finish up my interviews with the key to the game, and I go with, something that's going to be very important for you and your coaching staff to say, hey, we did this really well tonight. That's why we were 1-0 against the Watertown Arrows tonight.
Well, first thing, number one, is that we need to come out there ready to play. We're not going to come out scared. We are going to compete as best we can. I think the obvious answers are turnover battle and rebounding battle, like most high school basketball games. And also help us a lot if we can make some shots, perimeter shots, interior shots, all that sort of stuff. I think the biggest thing is just keeping our heads and executing. We know that we're going to get different looks from the Arrows. We know that we're going to have different personnel in there at times and have to adjust on the fly. And that's part of the test that I'm looking forward to for our guys, is to see how we can handle that here early in the season.
And that's the head coach of the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers, Mr. Mike Haugley. Mike, thank you so much once again of joining me here before the game. Best of luck tonight, and more importantly, best of luck down the rest of the way as you complete your 24-25 season.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Pat McClemens. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM KWAT.
Make sure you stop into your Watertown Perkins. They're famous for breakfast, but you'll also love their lunches and dinners. Conveniently located at the corner of Highways 81 and 212. At Perkins, you'll find quality fresh food, freshly baked pies and muffins. And it's all in a clean, relaxing, and friendly atmosphere. So come on in and bring your appetite. Your Watertown Perkins will do the rest.
It's the Hy-Vee Friday the 13th sale. One day only this Friday. Get 13 of the hottest deals around. Like fresh ground chuck, just $3.99 a pound. And lots of matzo pizza, just $4.99. Plus, get items for under $1, like banquet pot pies, just 79 cents. Save big on these great deals and more, in-store and online. The Friday the 13th sale. One day only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
And welcome back to your Watertown Arrow Basketball pregame show, brought to you by Brueggemann Insurance. At this time, we'll welcome in the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Pat McClemens. And good afternoon to you, Coach Pat, and thank you for taking some time and talking with us before tonight's game.
Well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
All right, Coach Pat, tough one last night. I had the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights and Derek Roby's squad down there. Obviously came up on the short end of that matchup down there. Kind of maybe looks like from a little bit that I saw, maybe ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw down there, but let's get your thoughts on how last night's game went for you.
Well, yeah, buzzsaw might be giving it a little more nicer than what we could. I mean, they're a very athletic team, Ryan, and they have 8 kids that are capable of taking you off the dribble, and you know, they all shoot it pretty well. They're just very aggressive and get out in passing lanes, and their defensive pressure really bothered us in the first quarter, and I thought we kind of settled in. You know, because we've been a team that has not turned it over a lot, right? And you know, I think in the first half we had 11 turnovers that probably led to, you know, I don't know, at least 14 points just in layups, right? Because they jump the passing lane, tip it, run it down, go and shoot a layup, and you know, so yeah, they were good and just continued throughout. They were comfortable all night, I guess, Ryan. And when you're a comfortable basketball team, you know, that basket just looks really big, and you're able to kind of get whatever you want. And I guess from our standpoint, you know, we did do some good things. It just won't show up on the score. You know, we focused a lot on trying to find ways to get some easy baskets and attack the basket a little bit. And we did. We just didn't make, you know, I think in hindsight, Ryan, you know, I think we're down 17 at half, and we probably missed 5 or 6 shots inside the paint or right around there that, again, if you make those, it's a 7-point game, right? You know, and then we just, I think when you've played 4 games like we've played, we win our first one against Brookings and we've lost our last 4 and lost the last couple by quite a few, right? But those 4 teams are all, in your top 7 or 8 teams, right? By standings and by power points. And so there is a difference. Those teams are very good and we have a long ways to go yet, but it isn't as long as big as people think it is, right? I mean, it's being consistent and also having a little fight and having a little, a little drive in regards to, we're gonna do this time and it's gonna work out. And again, we've got some growing pains that way right now.
Coach, the best thing about it after a game last night, you get an opportunity to come back and do it again here today. Quick turnaround. We'll talk about Great Plains Lutheran in that matchup here in a second. But my question to this is, after a game like last night as a coach, you're kind of looking at, all right, I got to find some improvement, and you just kind of mentioned some of that fight. If you're looking at your tonight's game, what's going to be a key, maybe not a key to the game, but just an area of the game that you're going to look for your team to really improve on after last night's outing?
Well, I think, it's no matter what happens in sports, right? And you're going to get an answer you're not even looking for here, Ryan.
I love it. That's why I love talking to you, man.
I think, no matter what happens throughout the course of a person's lifetime, you're going to face some adversity and some tough times, right? You just are. And high school athletics are supposed to prepare you to deal with those things, right? I mean, that's why you have competition. That's why you play games and you keep score is more to how you're going to respond to failure or difficulty. How are you going to respond? And like I said, I don't know how well we've responded these last couple games. And what I mean by that is not scoring baskets or not doing this, but do we have, I think the buzzword now is do we have any grit, right? Do we have any toughness? Do we have, how are we going to respond when things don't go well? Because everybody can be really good when things are going well, right? It's pretty easy. You get a guy that's making baskets or your team is playing well, everything goes better. But the definition of good teams is how do you respond when things aren't going well? And we've not responded well. We just have not. And part of that may be some inexperience. Part of that may be, we're not doing a good enough job as coaches in regards to putting kids in the best position possible to be successful. But at some point, you got to draw a line as an athlete and say, I'm tired of this or I'm not. And that's what you're challenging kids and how are they going to respond. If it doesn't mean a great deal to them, then they'll just roll over. And right now, I think, we've got to make some choices in regards to how are we going to respond. When everything goes well, everybody's patting everybody on the back and it's great. But when things are going bad, do you have some leadership and do you have some toughness to fight through it? And that's kind of where we're at. And we're going to have to find kids to do that. And I think that's our challenge tonight, Ryan.
Coach, let's turn our attention to tonight's opponent, an unfamiliar but familiar one, as we have Great Plains Lutheran in town here for the first ever meeting between the two programs in boys basketball. Not sure how well you guys know each other. Obviously, first time playing, maybe played each other in summer leagues, and obviously a short turnaround time, for preparation as both teams played last night. What's your opinion or view on the matchup, and also what do you know about Great Plains Lutheran heading into tonight's game?
Well, I think when you look at them, we were able to get some film, and it is a short turnaround, but that's okay. It's something as a player you certainly would like, I would hope, that you can hopefully put the one that you played behind you, from last night and come out and start anew today. And so I think from that standpoint, it's a positive. From what I've seen from Great Plains Lutheran, they got 3 really good guards that can shoot it. They're very quick. Their post players or their forwards are, 6'2" to 6'4", but put together kids, not skinny. I mean, they're put together. And I think what they do really well, just in watching them in the brief time, they play very well together, right? I mean, they find each other. They know what they want to do, and they do it very well. And so, they're a team that, at least from film, likes to play man to man. They will get up and press you in the full court. And like I said, I just think for us, again, Ryan, I'm not saying we don't need to concern ourselves with what Great Plains Lutheran is doing. We do, but we really need to concern ourselves with what we're doing and what we're trying to become as a basketball team. And so, a key to it, like I'll always tell you, are we going to guard anybody? Are we going to rebound? Those are always keys for us. And whether or not, we're going to see a little grit and a little determination out of our kids. And I think that's been the challenge to them, this morning when we had walkthrough, and that's we're gonna try to find kids that want to play and compete, and that's where we're at. And so we're fortunate that we get to play a game today. Hopefully we come out and play hard, and that's kind of what we're looking at.
Well, Coach, we'll end on that note as you touched in with the routine and got the keys of the game in there in your mind as well. So hopefully we got some grit here tonight, and I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining me as always.
Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it.
We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back with you tonight. Starting lineups, you're listening to Aero Basketball, 9:50 a.m., KWAT. Back in 60 seconds.
American Bank and Trust is inspired to give back to the Watertown community through the Watertown Spirit Card Program. Show your local school spirit with a debit card showcasing the Watertown Arrows logo and give back to the Watertown School District. For each purchase made with your Spirit Card, AB&T will donate a percentage of the purchase back to the Watertown School District. Call or stop into your local branch today for more details and sign up for a Watertown Spirit Card with American Bank and Trust. Go Arrows! Member FDIC.
Just like the Arrows, we at Active Heating are always pushing to be the best and improve every day. Through hard work and dedication, you can achieve greatness. Thank you to all the coaches, teachers, administrators, and parents for supporting leadership and teamwork through high school athletics. Go Arrows!
For all your heating and air conditioning needs, you can call Active Heating at 882-2663. 882-2663.
Ask any Arrow basketball fan. Nothing beats the feeling of a Watertown Arrow sinking the ball right at the buzzer. But a Big Mac comes close. McDonald's in Watertown is pumped for another great Arrow basketball season. Whether you're slam dunking a Big Mac to power up your cheers or celebrating a win with a McFlurry, a stop at McDonald's is always the right call. With 2 locations in Watertown, 81 and 212 and 212 and I-29. McDonald's of Watertown would like to thank you for supporting Watertown High School Athletics, and go Arrows!
Welcome back live to the Watertown Civic Arena as we just got done listening to both coaches here this evening as we talked with head coach of the Watertown Arrows, Pat McClemens, and Mike Haugley from Great Plains Lutheran. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something on my headset. My microphone area is falling loose. Got to tighten it back up there. So there we go. We're good. So anyway, warm-ups have been completed, and we're getting ready here for the national anthem and starting lineups here. So while we have a second here, we are going to go ahead and take a look at our active heating weather update here. Currently 31 degrees here in Watertown. Feels like 20 with that crisp wind of 25 miles or 14 miles an hour, gusts up to 25. Going to kind of start to see a cool down over here the next couple of days. Windy and cold tomorrow, 13 degrees. Monday, high of 6. And Tuesday, a high of 13, but we start to get back up into the 30s for a couple of days, and then back down to a really cold drought here coming up. So I had some snow in the Watertown area here earlier today, about a half inch or so maybe. That kind of fell on the driveway, enough to get out the shovels a little bit there. So get down to, let's see, we're going to get down to maybe as low as overnight low, probably into the teens, so single digits. But National Anthem being played, that's your active heating weather update. So we're going to step away for 2 minutes. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineups. You're listening to Aero Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. Back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name-brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
Now is the time to advertise on Graph Signs' huge digital billboard on Highway 20 in Watertown. Graph Signs has partnered with SignPro to custom build your perfect billboard ad. With over 25,000 views per day, Graph Signs' digital billboard hits your target customers. Grow your business, post a help wanted ad, or recognize your employees. Graph Signs' digital billboards is here to help your business grow. Call or text Nate Graff at 605-881-4263. You can find Graph Signs on Facebook and online at graphsigns.com.
Give a gift to yourself at your Watertown Dairy Queen Grill and Chill. For cheeseburger lovers, order the 2 for $5 single cheeseburgers or the 2 for $7 double cheeseburgers. Try the Blizzard of the Month, Peppermint Hot Cocoa. Or how about the Frozen Hot Chocolate Blizzard? And when you give a gift to yourself, pick up a gift card for a loved one. And be sure to download the app for free food. Happy holidays from your Watertown Dairy Queen on Highway 212.
Let the team at Bruggeman Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Bruggeman Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Bruggeman Insurance today, 886-9043, or online, BruggemanInsurance.com.
And welcome back live to the Watertown Civic Arena as we're getting ready for starting lineups. First, we're going to start for Great Plains Lutheran under the direction of Mike Haugley. Assistant coaches are Jason Spurgeon, Sam Klinke, and Casey Cantwell. At one guard, number 3, 5'9", in a senior, Brady Charlman. That one's going to give me problems all night. Another guard, number 11, Hayden Carley, 6'2", senior guard. Number 12, Micah Holeen, 5'11", senior guard. Number 21, Austin Rubendahl, forward, 6'2", and a senior. And number 23, Landon Landon Serzwan, 6'4", and a forward and a senior. So Charlman, Carley, Holeen, Rubendahl, and Serzwan for Coach Mike Haugley and the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers. And now the starting lineup for your Watertown Watertown Arrows under the direction of head coach Pat McClemens, assistant coaches Matty Kranz, Tom Mattingly, Zach Tobin, and Parker Schmidt. At one guard, 6'1", and a senior, number 4, Gabe Norberg. Another guard / forward, 6'3", and a senior, number 5, Mitch Olson. One guard, 5'11", and a junior, number 11, Caden Decker. One forward, 6'4" and a junior, number 13, Jackson McClemens. And the other forward, 6'2" and a senior, number 22, Spencer Wenches. So we have Norberg, Olson, Decker, McClemens, and Wedges for head coach Pat McClemens. Your officials tonight assigned by the Eastern South Dakota Conference. Your referee is Mr. Matt Cadwell, and your umpires are Doug Rusink and Luke Anderson. We're getting ready for tip-off here as we are momently awaiting for Mr. Cadwell to step in. Arrows in their white uniforms, purple numbers, gold trim. Great Plains Lutheran, navy blue, white numbers. And we are underway, and the Arrows have controlled the tip. And Great Plains Lutheran goes man-to-man. Norby left side, has it over in the corner, picks it up to Jackson McClemens. Swings it over to Caden Decker, top of the key, back to Norby. Try to dribble drive, hand off to Jackson, little pop jumper from the elbow, no good, and rebounded by Rubendahl. So first shot, no good for the Arrows, and here comes the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers as Holeen has it left side to Carly, back up top of the key to Holeen, over in the corner to Scarleman. And now it gets it into the post there. Oh, nice little give and go action from number 23, Scherzon, and he gets Scharleman on a nice cut and lays it in for an early 2-0 lead as we are just underway here with 7:10 to go opening quarter. Mitch has it down the corner, gets the Decker left side. Norby on the left wing for three, short, no good. And there is Rubendahl with his second rebound of the night. And Great Plains Lutheran Panthers will walk it up the court. Carly has it left side in front of the Arrow bench. He's working against Jackson, gets it back up to, I can't see what number that is. I'm blocked by the bank board. Number 12, Holeen. Now we have Scarleman, top of the key, working against Decker, fumbles it off and traveled. So turnover by the Panthers. And the Arrows will get the basketball here, down 2-0, just underway here at the Civic Arena. Looks like, Great Plains has now switched to a little 2-3 zone. Jackson has it down in the corner. Back over to Mitchie, top of the key, skip past to Norrie, pump fake to three. Got it over cross court. Here's Mitch trying to dribble into that zone. Hands it off to McClemens for three. High arcing shot, no good. And there's Rubendale with his third rebound of the night. And now we're going to have off-the-ball foul called on the Arrows. Waiting for the number 11, Caden Decker, is going to get called for the foul. His first, team first. Carlisle gets it in, gets it into Scherzon, who threw a bullet at one of his players, but it was down on the ankles. And now the ball is fumbling around. Great Plains got control of it, and then he turned it back over as Mitchie got the steal. Here's Caden Decker, spin move at the block, no good. Had a nice little look at it, rebound by Carly, and here come the Panthers again. Here's Carly still hanging on to it. He's going to go all the way, gets past McClemens and lays it in. 4-0 Great Plains Lutheran here with 5:30 to go here first quarter. Spence has it down on the baseline, back up top to Mitchie, left side to Caden Decker. He's going to try to go one-on-one and get past Holeen. He can't, kicks it back outside to Spencer, 20 on the shot clock. McClemens, Norby left side. He's a crossover spin move into the lane, kicks it out to Decker for three, got it. Caden Decker for three. 4-3, Great Plains Lutheran. Here's Holeen. He's going to dribble up the court. Left wing. Gets it over to Scarleman. Now into the post here to Scherzon. Kicks it back outside to Holeen. Scherzon on the elbow working against Spence. Little handoff to Carlisle. And this pass is trying to get it into Scherzon off the fingertips and out of bounds. And it's Arrow basketball. A couple subs for the Arrows. Number 10, Dane Stark. And number 2, Carter Bisker in for the Arrows. Stark to bring the ball up the court. Right side over to Bisker. Cross court pass to Olsen. Still working against this zone defense. Here's McClemens, kind of baseline, back up top. Skip pass. Here's Decker with an open three. Looks long. It is. McClemens goes high for the rebound and throws it up. No good. Mitch grabs it. He's going to lay it up and in. Nice work there by Mitch Olson to fight in the Arrows to fight on the glass. And Mitch Olson gets the rebound and puts it back in. So 5-4. Arrows have their first lead of the night. 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Oh, now McClemens jumps the pass, and he's got a one-on-one breakaway, and he goes hard and lays it in, takes it coast to coast for Jackson McClemens. Arrows on top, 7-4, 3:55 to go, opening quarter. Holine to bring it up. 4 straight points for Great Plains Lutheran to start, and now it's 7 straight for the Arrows as Skarlman is bothered at the top of the key, gets control of the basketball and gets it over to Carlisle, left wing. Now here is number 12, Holine. He's going to dribble into lane. He's going to be bumped from behind, and I think they're going to get Mitch Olson with the blocking foul. Nope, number 10, Dane Stark is going to get the foul. Ryan Genstead, and who's the other new guy? Number 24, Lucas Johnson into the game for Great Plains Lutheran. Skarlman tries to turn it or get the inbounds pass, does so to Holine, backed it up to Skarlman over in the corner over by the Arrow bench, dribbles baseline in no man's land, kicks it outside to Rubendahl for 3, no good, and McClemens goes high for the rebound, and he has it. Here come the Arrows on the attack. Here's Mitch Olson on the baseline. He was stripped and stolen from him as he tried to go up. I think Mitch wanted a little contact, but nothing happened in there for the officials say. Here's Holine right side on the wing. Gets it over to Rubendahl. He's under the baseline, underneath by the block. He was in no man's land. Tried to pass it, stolen by Bisker. Up to McClemens. Behind the back look, and Decker goes up for it as it was a nice behind the back, one-handed pass by Jackson McClemens to a cutting Caden Decker at the hoop, and Caden caught it, went up for the layup, and was fouled. Foul is called on Ryan Genstead, his first, team first. Decker's first free throw hits the front of the rim and falls in. 8-4 Arrows here. Ashton Rabine into the game, gives Mitchie a little bit of a breather. Free throw is up and good. So Decker got them both. And let's see, a couple more subs here. Let's see, Spencer Wenches came back in, and Norby came back in. McClemens and Decker take a seat for the moment. 9-4, 2:50 to go here, opening quarter. And now here's Genstead here, top of the key. Gives it off to, I'm not sure who that was. Gave it off, and now here is Rubendahl down by the block, up top to Johnson. Genstead has it left wing, working against Stark, trying to get past him, can't. Now he throws it over, good defense by Bisker. Here's Holine trying to do a little one-on-one action against Bisker. Floater up there, no good, and rebounded by Norby. Here goes Norby all the way, and he throws it up. A nice cut there by Spencer Wenches, and he lays it in for the 2 points, and the Arrows have extended their lead to 11-4. So it's 11-0 run here by the Arrows. And now here is Skarlman, he battles through some contact, and he makes it roll, gets the shooter's touch, and that rolls in for a basket. Now here's Busker coming right back, and he gets past his defender on the baseline and lays it in. So the Arrows answer very quickly there, 13-6 with 1:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Skarlman has it over in the corner, gets it over to Rubendahl. He tries to go baseline, and he muscles his way through traffic and puts it up and in for Austin Rubendahl. Now here's Dane Stark trying to go quick. He's down by the block, and we're going to have a foul called on Great Plains Lutheran. And it's going to be called on Micah Holine, his first. Mitchie, Decker, McClemens all back in for the Arrows. And there was a couple, let's see, William Krentz and Jarrett Bauer, I believe, are the new guys in for Great Plains Lutheran. Norby has it right wing, dribbles into the free throw line, picks up, fadeaway jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Krenz, and here comes GPL. This is Carly into the middle lane, kicks it back out. Jenstead tried to throw it back, picked off by McClemens. He's going to go all the way. Left-handed layup, missed it, and rebounded by Carly. So missed the wide open layup, maybe a little contact. Now here's a steal by Caden Decker. Knocked away by Bauer, and now Decker picks it up and goes right back to the rim and lays it in for Caden Decker. 15-8 Arrows on top here. 30 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Jenstead all the way. Oh, excuse me. No, that is 5. Jenstead. Yeah, what happened here? So we're gonna call it hit the side of the backboard or something, and it's out of bounds on Great Plains Lutheran. The Arrows will get possession and the last shot of the first quarter. 15-8 here with 20 seconds to go. Here's Norby. Brings it up across the timeline, picked up his dribble, gets it to Jackson McClemens, back up to Norby, gives him the dribble now. Great Plains Lutheran with a little zone defense. Mitch has it, bobbles it, kicks it back out right through the hands of Decker. He picks it up. Nope. Now Norby picks it up. He's going to throw it at the elbow. No good. So we've reached the end of one quarter of play with the Watertown Arrows on top by a score of 15-8. We'll step away for 60 seconds and we'll be back with the second quarter. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. Back in 60 seconds.
Now is the time to advertise on Graph Signs' huge digital billboard on Highway 20 in Watertown. Graph Signs has partnered with Sign Pro to custom build your perfect billboard ad. With over 25,000 views per day, Graph Signs' digital billboard hits your target customers. Grow your business, post a help wanted ad, or recognize your employees. Graph Signs' digital billboards is here to help your business grow. Call or text Nate Graff at 605-881-4263. You can find Graph Signs on Facebook and online at graphsigns.com.
Give a gift to yourself at your Watertown Dairy Queen Grill and Chill. For cheeseburger lovers, order the 2 for $5 single cheeseburgers or the 2 for $7 double cheeseburgers. Try the Blizzard of the Month Peppermint Hot Cocoa. Or how about the frozen hot chocolate blizzard? And when you give a gift to yourself, pick up a gift card for a loved one. And be sure to download the app for free food. Happy holidays from your Watertown Dairy Queen on Highway 212.
And welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena as we get ready for second half action, and Great Plains Lutheran will start with the basketball. Arrows have a 15-8 lead. Great Plains Lutheran had started out with a 4-0 run. Arrows went on an 11-0 run, and then we traded baskets there to have our 7-point deficit here to start the second quarter. Here's the top of the key to Skarleman. Gives it to number 12, Holeen. 3 is off the mark and no good. Rebounded by Norby. Now this ball is fumbling around, and here's Skarleman with the basketball. Now he's going to try to go all the way, and he's blocked by Mitch Olson. So big block by Mitch Olson. Great Plains Lutheran has the basketball. Here's a three-pointer here, up and no good by Carly, rebounded by Spence. Here come the Arrows, and we're going to have a foul call as Norby was in the middle lane and got bumped from behind, and he cracked a knuckle or something. Dane Stark comes in for Spencer. Norby's still a little rattled there, whatever he got hit. Look, I thought he got hit on the hand. He's going to inbound it, and here we go. Gets it into Mitch, right wing to McClemens, left wing, Norby wide open for a 3, in and out, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Rubendahl, his 4th here tonight. Here comes Carlisle, and he's going to go all the way to the basket, and he's going to be fouled by Dane Stark, and he'll go to line. He'll shoot 2.
Shooting 2 for the Panthers, number 11, senior guard, Hayden Cotter.
First free throw is on the way and good. Second one. In and out, no good. Rebounded by McClemens. Here is Bisker, right wing. Here, three-point shot, in and out, no good. McClemens is right there. He gets the basket, put back, and in to extend the lead. So we have 17-19, or 17-9. Arrows on top here. And now we're going to have a foul against Norby, I think, out on Holeen. Ashton Rabine comes into the game, replaces Caden Decker. Here is Scherzwan in it. He's looking for a back cut to Shermanell, and now the ball's all over the place. Scarleman picks it up, gets it over to Scherzwan. He goes up, but it was stripped from behind before he got the shot up. Great Plains Lutheran will keep the ball. It was ball was popping around all over on the floor. Scarleman was down there, Bisker was down there, and good hustle plays by both teams. So here is number 11, Carlisle for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Scherzwan, and he did the mistake of some of those big guys do, as he got the basketball and about 3 feet the basket, immediately put it down instead of going straight back up with it, and got knocked out from behind. Carlisle looking to pass it into Scherzwan, knocked away, bodies onto the floor. GPL is going to keep the basketball underneath their own basket. Let's see what officials going to the head table probably want to reset on the shot clock. Yep, because they did reset it. And now here's the inbounds pass. Gets it into Scherzwan. Now here is Holeen. Dribble driving against Norberg. Nothing there. Scarleman kicks it back out. Scherzwan trying to get it in to Rubendahl. Knocked away and back outside. Now they get it into Rubendahl underneath the block, and he lays it in. Rubendahl having himself a nice game here with 4 points and 4 rebounds here in this first half. 17-11, Arrows on top with 5:29 to go for half. Bisker has the basketball in the paint, kicks it outside to McClemens. McClemens is going to try to drive, does so off the iron, no good, and rebounded by Carlisle. Here is Carlisle. He's working one-on-one. Gets it into Rubendahl, in on the block. Puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, trying to fight through traffic. And now he does get it. Now he kicks it outside for a 3. And no good there by Holeen. And rebounded by Ashton Rabine. And now we're going to have a foul called. Not sure who the foul was called. It's on Great Plains Lutheran. Number 3, Brody Scarleman gets the foul. That's his second. Spence back in for the Arrows. Ashton Rabine, left wing. He's been out a couple of games with the sprained ankle. McClemens long 3, no good. And Spencer's going to get called for a push in the back. Good call there by the official. I saw that from up here as gave him a little shove to clear some space, and he went upside. Yeah, they're showing it on the replay up on the board. And, yep, he definitely got that forearm in the back, pushed the defender out of the way so he could use that body, and went up there and got it. So here is Jensted has it. Now we have number 24, Lucas Johnson with the ball on the block, puts it up, no good. And Bisker's going to run down the rebound. Well, maybe the ball is still fighting it. Bisker does get it eventually and gets it to Norberg, as that ball went all the way back to by the basket. Now McClemens tries to go up with it, has it knocked out of his head. Spence gets it back out to Norby. Bisker for three, got it. Carter Bisker for three. He's got 5 points. Arrows extend their lead to 20-11. Top of the key here is Carlisle looking to dribble, drive, does so, gets the foul in the basket to go as he got past his defender, got swatted on the wrist, and the foul is going to go on Carter Bisker. And Carly will go to the line, and he'll try for the conventional three-point play, unconventional three-point play. Free throw is on the way, and got it. And we're going to have a timeout by Great Plains Lutheran, so we'll step away with you. You're listening to Aero Basketball, 9:50 a.m., KWAT, back in 30 seconds.
Let the team at Bruggeman Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Bruggeman Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Bruggeman Insurance today, 886-9043, or online, BruggemanInsurance.com.
Welcome back to the Civic Arena as both teams come in time out here, and we have 3:53 to go in the opening half. Watertown Arrows lead Great Plains Lutheran by a score of 22-14. Ashton Rabine to inbound the basketball, does so, gets it to Norby. And Norby will kind of jog it up the court here. Gets it to Bisker, left side over to McClemens. He's going to try to go a little one-on-one, picks up the dribble, kicks it out to Spence. Ooh, almost traveled, kept his composure there. Norby has it. He's going to settle for the very long two-pointer, in and out, no good, rebounded by Carlisle. So here come the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers, and here's Jenstead working against Bisker, top of the key. Quick move, got past him, throws up a shot, no good, rebounded by Bisker, and here come the Arrows. And now we're going to have a hard foul as McClemens was going hard to the rack, knocked down there, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. As the Arrows went quickly on that transition, and McClemens took it all the way to the basket, and one of the players, number 25, William Krentz, stepped in a little late and got the blocking foul, and McClemens fell hard to the floor. Got up. He's all right, though, shooting a couple of free throws, missed the first one. Few subs here for the Arrows, so let's just go who's on the floor. There's a lot of them there. So it looks like Jack Mack, Bisker, McClemens, Cole Hansen, and Mitch Olson in on the floor for the Arrows. McClemens' next free throw hits the front of the iron and falls in. He's got 5 points, 21-14. Here are the Great Plains Lutheran. Here's Krenz. He kicks it outside to Jenstead, working against Cole Hansen. Trying to dribble, drive, can't do it. Picks up his dribble, gets it back over to Krenz. Krenz in on the block working against Mitch. Tries to kick it outside to Jacob Heel, and it went through his hands and out of bounds. .254 to go here before half. Arrows on top, 21-14. Bisker left side here to Cole Hansen, top of the key to Jack Mack. Bisker going against this zone defense. There's passing around. McClemens is wide open. He usually shoots it. Yeah, there I was going to say. He usually shoots that one. Does again and missed it, and it's rebounded by Lucas Johnson, and we're going to have a foul called on Cole Hansen. So that's going to be the 5th foul on the Arrows here this quarter. So GPL is going to be going to the line here for 2 shots, and Lucas Johnson is going to be coming to the line to shoot a couple. Lucas Johnson at the line, spins it, eyes it, bends the knees, off the back iron, no good is the first one. Austin Rubendahl comes back in for William Krenz. And somebody else came in for Ryan Genstead. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Micah Holeen. Second free throw is in and out, no good, and that's going to be ran down by Bisker, and here come the Arrows. Here's McClemens with it. He's going to go hard to the rack. No foul, we have a traveling call called on the Arrows. So wave off the basket, and we traveled first when he did the little jump stop, and like I said, that's always something to watch. Officials, if you remember from last year, to do that and being on that travel violation. So left corner here is Krantz. He looks for, he finds Johnson on the block, working against Mack. Shot up, no good. Blocked by Mack, rebounded by Mitch Olson, and here come the Arrows. Here's Jack Mack. He's in the middle lane. Mitchie's going to let her fly from three, off the mark, no good. McClemens catches the one-handed rebound and puts it back in. So Jackson McClemens gets it to fall, and the Arrows extend their lead to 23-14. Well, I'd like to thank my man Rod for going down. I guess we had some technical difficulties, so welcome everybody that's joining me now on KWAT. I think we finally got it. We're on the air, so thank you to Rod for getting us back on, up and running. So Austin Rubendahl spin move in a left-handed jump shot, and it falls, and now here's a steal at half court for the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers. And Rubendahl's going to let it fly from a long ways away, no good, rebounded away by Cole Hansen. Here's Bisker to Mitchie, and he lays it in. Nice ball movement there by the Arrows, and get Mitchie in there to lay that thing in. 25-16. Here are the Arrows on top with under a minute to play. Now here's a steal by Jack Mack that Kratz was looking to inbound or get the ball into the post. Jack Mack got his hands in there. Here's Bisker. Oh, he's not going to let that fly. He's going to kick it out. Mitch is going to let this fly from three in the corner. No good. McClemens with another rebound. Now he's going to do a little up and under and gets it to fall. Jackson McClemens gets it, and Arrows now have added back on 27-16. 30 seconds to go before half. Shot clock and game clock are about in sync, and now we're going to have a foul called, and that's going to send a couple of guys to the line. Or not a couple of guys. It's going to send a GPL guy to the line. I'm not sure who the foul. It's going to be Holeen, I believe. Yep, Holeen, number 12, is going to go to the line where he will shoot 2 shots. Foul was called on Mitch Olson. That's his first. So Holeen will be at the line shooting his first 2 shots of the night. First one's up. Good. Couple of subs there for both teams here. I guess one for the Arrows. McClemens sat down. Norby came back in. Bauer came back in for GPL. Scherzon came back in, and Carlisle came back in. Next one's up, in and out, no good, and this is going to be rebounded by Cole Hansen. And the Arrows are going to have an opportunity here for the last shot. Jack Mack, left side, has it. Here's Cole Hansen over in the corner. Under 5, tries to throw it into Mitch, got tipped, and now GPL's going to have the last shot. Here's a 3, no good. Jarrett Bauer had a really good look at it, just a little dribble, drop step in, and tried to get that one to go, but didn't have any luck with that. So we have reached halftime with the Watertown Arrows on top of Great Plains Lutheran by a score of 27-17. We will step away for about 3 minutes. We'll have your halftime stats, game summary to this point, and I would imagine Zach Tobin and Tom Mattingly will show up here. A little different format with sub-varsity games, so just a JV sophomore C game type thing, so maybe Tommy will just come up by himself, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, you're listening to Arrow Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. We'll step away for 3 minutes.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, You, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Fall is here and it's time to prepare your home or business for the chilly months ahead. At Joe's Heating and Cooling, they remind you to schedule your fall tune-up today. Joe will get you ready for winter and make sure your heating system is running smoothly and efficiently. That way you stay warm and cozy all season long. Don't wait until the first frost. Call today. 881-6688. Joe's Heating and Cooling. Find them on Facebook.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
This is Brenda from the Country Road Barn. We're located just 7 miles north of Watertown and offer a full restaurant and bar serving smoked meats and meals for the evening crowd. We're open Wednesday through Friday, 4 to close, with dining available from 5 to 9. The barbecue is seasoned to eat right out of the smoker, so sauce is an option, not a necessity. With seating available up to 400, we have the perfect location for weddings, retirement parties, and other large gatherings. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn, located just 7 miles north of Watertown.
If it's sweet or sour,
It's here!
nostalgic new from bugs to bacon flavored,
It's here!
if it's chewy, gooey, and oh so yummy,
It's here!
if there's a swirl of caramel, a hint of mint, a dab of nougat, nuts, chocolate, or if it's crunchy,
It's here!
oh, is it ever?
Big or small, bring them all into Grandma's house, where sweet treats and favorite toys are found. With every shape, size, and delicious flavor imaginable, you're sure to find a favorite. Grandma's house, toys, candies, and more in Watertown.
It's Chevy Summer Drive at Sharp Automotive. 2024 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab start out at $10,000 off MSRP. Take advantage of trade-in and finance incentives. Leases start at $550 per month. Lease payment includes $5,000 cash down or trade equity, plus lease loyalty. Sharps will consign or buy your trade. Stop today or shop online at sharpgm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
And welcome back live to the Watertown Civic Arena as we have reached halftime with the Watertown Arrows on top of Great Plains Lutheran by a score of 27-17. Great Plains Lutheran got off to a hot start as they took an early 4-0 lead and rattled things off to get things going, feel things comfortable. That's what Coach Mike Haugley was hoping for. He got that. And the Arrows then were able to rattle off 11 straight points, take 11-4 lead. Both teams kind of traded some baskets, and it ended up being a 15-8 Watertown lead at the end of one quarter. Arrows have extended that a little bit to 27-17 here at halftime. Well, perfect timing as my guest, Mr. Tom Mattingly, has just walked into the press box, so we'll talk with him here. Tommy, thanks for coming up as always, making the long, heavy walk up those stairs. Let's talk about you back-to-back nights here. Obviously a nice win here this afternoon. I don't know how last night went, but let's just use your time here to talk about last night and tonight, the good, the bad, and how things have caught up with you guys here playing some catch-up since last week.
Yeah, back-to-back nights. Good way just to see how kids respond. It's always kind of a grueling stretch when you got to go up and back and play that way. We got a lot of kids that are playing a lot of quarters, so got out and did some good things tonight. It always starts with our ball pressure. If we can get stops, we can run. And obviously got a lot of things in the break that allowed the score to be what it was today. In terms of last night, kind of lost a heartbreaker. scored on a buzzer beater 3 to force overtime, and then just came out, and we didn't get the stops we needed. But I think we had 9 guys. 6 of them had only 3 quarters, so it was just a good team effort. And I got a lot of grit at that sophomore freshman level when we combine and make that team.
So I was talking with McClemens, for our pregame show, and I'm learning about this word. You guys must be using grit. That's their toughness that you're talking about. But it's got to feel well. I mean, obviously you played well here tonight. Go down to Sioux Falls and go and play a metro school. That just call a spade a spade. They're always more challenging. But even to take them into overtime, feel like probably maybe that's one you could have won, but to where you guys are playing at this point in the year with, like you said, all these kids playing a lot of quarters.
Yeah, and I think, there's a physical toughness and a mental toughness. And one of the things I mentioned after the game to our kids, I want kids to play a lot of sports. I've coached a lot of sports, coached at the Legion baseball level with you. I've coached all levels of football, all levels of basketball, track, girls golf, it doesn't matter. But, there's always going to be a toughness factor with playing sports. And I said the one thing that makes basketball different, all of them involve toughness at certain levels, but this you don't get time off. You make a mistake, you got to go back and play defense. I said, if you're in volleyball, and I haven't coached volleyball, but you serve it in the net, you all kind of get together, you applaud each other, you reset your focus, and you get stopped. Baseball, you strike out, you don't have to go up for 8 more batters, and you might get 3 innings to kind of cool down. Football, they reset the ball, and again, it's a play every 40 seconds. Basketball, you get exposed when you don't work hard. So, there's going to be bad possessions. It's a chaotic game, but no matter how the game goes, you gotta have the lights on at all times, or it gets real tough. And I think that's one of the messages we're trying to preach to the kids at all levels. Is you don't get to take breaks in this game. You don't get to stand out in right field for 2 hours and maybe not touch the ball. Like, you are on both ends of the floor. And then the nice thing about it, maybe I'm preaching about basketball here, is, everybody gets to be a quarterback on the basketball court. You're all making passes. Everybody gets to make a receiver. Everybody's got to defend. So if we can get kids in our program that buy into that message where it's going to be a physical toughness, it's going to be a mental toughness, we can start being competitive, but those are some of the growing pains we're going through right now.
All right, my man. We'll talk about that. We'll keep an eye. We got 2 home games next week. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll talk to you later. All right, that's sophomore head coach Tom Mattingly. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back with your second half as the teams are coming back onto the floor. You're listening to Aero Basketball on 950 AM, KWAT. Back in 60 seconds.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Make sure you stop into your Watertown Perkins. They're famous for breakfast, but you'll also love their lunches and dinners. Conveniently located at the corner of Highways 81 and 212. At Perkins, you'll find quality fresh food, freshly baked pies and muffins. And it's all in a clean, relaxing, and friendly atmosphere. So come on in and bring your appetite. Your Watertown Perkins will do the rest.
And welcome back here live to the Watertown Civic Arena as we're getting ready for second half action. Let's go ahead and get a couple of stats here at halftime. As we got about 25 seconds left on the clock, and then they'll huddle, and then we'll be back for second action. We'll start for GPL. Brody Scarleman has 4 points. Hayden Carly, 6 points. Micah Holine, 1. Austin Rubendale, really good half for that young man. 6 points, 5 rebounds for Austin Rubendale at the break. And that rounds out the scoring, I guess. 17 points for GPL, 7 of 20 shooting, 35%. 0 of 7 behind the arc, 3 of 7 at the free throw line for 42.86%. For your Watertown Arrows, Carter Bisker has 5. Mitch Olson, 4. Caden Decker, 7. Jackson McClemens, 9. Spencer Wenches, 2. Arrows are 11th of 30 shooting, 36.67%. 2 of 13 behind the arc, good for 15.38%. And 3 of 4 at the line, good for 75%. Arrows win the first half rebounding matchup, 15-12 for GPL. So hopefully, I guess you look at the 10-point lead. Arrows haven't shot the ball tremendously well when you look at things. A lot of their baskets are around the rim. So hopefully that they can heat up here a little bit here in the second half. Arrows will start the basketball, and Jackson McClemens will inbound it to Norby, and here we go. Norby has it outside by half court, working against Skarleman. Yeah. Here's Norby, still has it, passes it around, still trying to drive, dribbles into the dark paint area. Kicks it to Spencer, who kicks it outside. McClemens, he's going to take it all the way to the rack, a little up and under move, and lays it in off the glass for Jackson McClemens. Split his couple of defenders and got some space and was able to use those long arms to lay it in off the glass softly and extend the Arrows lead to 29-17. Carlisle has it. He's looking for Holine on the baseline. Bounce pass through traffic and wasn't able to grab it out of bounds. Possession goes back over to the Arrows. Norberg has it out left wing to Caden Decker for three, off the back iron, and there's Rubendahl for another rebound. He's got 6 tonight. And here come the Great Plains Lutheran Panthers. Holine has it, top of the key, working against Norberg, gives it over to Skarleman. Back over to Carlisle. Trying to dribble drive against McClemens, does so, throws it off the glass, no good. And Spencer runs it down, gets it quickly to McClemens. He gets it back inside to Decker on the block, and Decker turns around, power dribbles, and throws it up in off the glass for 2 points, and the Arrows now have a 31-17 lead. Skarleman wants to go fast, does so, and picks it up his dribble, gets it inside to Scherzan. Ball's tipped around. There is Rubendahl with the basketball on the block against Mitch. Fake one way, turned around, used that left hand, and banked it off the glass. And that's a nice play. He's looked good tonight. Nice little player for him. Here's Spencer on the block. Unusual dribble. He's trying to body around Scherzan, does so, and he lays it in. Nice little move there by Spencer. Got it on the block, dribbled, and then came back to that block and was able to lay it in off the glass. 33-19 Arrows. And this is, I can't see what number that was. That was number 3. Skarleman has the basketball for 3 and comes up short. Rebounded by Holine. He gets it to Scherzan, and he lays it in for GPL. Now here's a shot by Jackson McClemens. Over in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Spence. He keeps it, and now it's going to be knocked out of bounds by GPL. So a couple of subs in here to get things back under action here. Dane Stark in for the Arrows. Let's see, as McClemens takes a little breather. I think that's it for the Arrows. There was 2 for GPL. Lucas Johnson. Caden Decker with a quick fire. A 3-pointer. Rubendahl knocks it up in the air, and Mitch and Skarleman went after it, and Mitch knocked Skarleman down to the floor. Not on purpose, but it's going to be a foul regardless on Mitch, and GPL is going to have the basketball. Bisker and Ashton Rabine into the game. Carlisle hands it in to Genstead. Genstead working against Carter Bisker, top of the key. Gives it over to Rubendahl. Oh, tried to get it in quickly to Lucas Johnson. It was tipped up in the air and stolen by the Arrows. And now the Arrows, Mitch tried to get it up to Decker, and that was picked off by Skarleman. And now he will settle it down out on the right-hand side, working against Caden Decker. Dribble drive to the baseline, picks it up, bounce pass, tries to get it into number 11, Carlisle, but he does so, but he was also fouled at the same time by Watertown. And let's see who the foul is called on. Number 10, looks like. See the hands from the official, Matt Cadwell. That's Dane Stark's 3rd foul. Genstead in the corner, gets the ball to Carlisle in the corner. Kicks it back outside. Ball up in the air. Recovered by Genstead and Great Plains Lutheran. Carlisle is going to let a 3 fly. No good. And it's rebounded by Luke. Oh, no, let's see. This is a very unusual thing here. So Carlisle had a 3, and now they're going to talk about this as, I think it was Lucas Johnson caught the basketball, tried to save it, threw it. It hit the backboard, and it went into the hands of Rubendahl, and it played on, and then the official came in and said he had an angle at it. It looks like it hit the back. You're going to say it hit the back of the backboard, which therefore it makes it Watertown's basketball. So very interesting play. Officials got together and made their decision. So it's a tough one for all those guys. You see where that ball deflected off of. So Arrows have the basketball in a 12-point lead, 33-21. Mitchie in the corner. Gets it to Raybound down in the block. Kicks it back outside to McClemens. Now here's Bisker driving in the middle. Little Euro step up and under, and Carter Bisker lays it off the glass and gets it to fall. He's got 7 tonight. Genstead walks the ball up the court. And now we're going to have a foul called as Jenston tried to get it into Brody Scarleman, and Caden Decker is going to get a call, push foul in the back, which you could see that from up here at my angle as he was cutting. They just kind of rode him right into that pass, and that's why he wasn't able to catch that pass. So good call there. Carlisle inbounds the basketball to Lucas Johnson. Now he have left wing. Now gets it back to Carlisle. He's trying to dribble it. Mitch gets a hand on it. Holeen picks up the basketball, runs past Gabe, and now we're going to have another foul. He's got to, and let's see who they're going to get. They're going to get Mitch on this one. So Arrow's running into a little bit of foul trouble here. Oh, that was going to be, nope, that one's called on Gabe, I guess, number 4. Now here is Holeen on the baseline, gets it into Rubendahl, working against Mitch. Now the ball is tipped away by Bisker and recovered by Rabine. Here's Mitch's outlet pass to McClemens, left wing. Spins, has it stolen. And here is Holeen takes it, not taking it coast to coast. He pulled up, tried to throw it to, tried to throw it to a teammate, and it was off his foot, went into another guy's hand. Johnson threw it off the glass and missed it. Arrows got the rebound, outlet pass to Bisker and laid it in. A lot of action in a short amount of time there. So Bisker's got 9, 37-21. Here is Carlisle, gets it into Rubendale on the block, working against Rabine. Pump fake, wanted to use that left hand. Rabine didn't bite. Genstead dribble drives. He picks it up on the block. He's rejected by Mitch Olson, and the Arrows, did they throw that one away? I think they did. So Gensten's shot was blocked there by Rabine. Mitch came up with the basketball, and then the ball was thrown away, but it's going to stay with Watertown over on the sideline. So Jack Mack into the game. He gets the ball into McClemens, right wing over to Norby. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Norby's going to let a 3 fly. Got it. Gabe Nurberg for 3. Got one to fall there, Gabe. 40-21 with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Scarleman has it. He hands it off to Holeen. Dribbling against Norberg. Now he hits a finding, cutting Krenz in on the block, working against Spence. Jumps it off to Lucas Johnson. No good. He gets his own rebound, and it's going to stay as he inbounded the basket, or not inbounded. He jumped up in the air after he got the rebound and threw it to his teammate Krenz, but the Arrows tipped it away. It's going to stay with GPL. 40-21, 2:14 to go, third quarter. Scarleman to inbound. It does so to Lucas Johnson. Gets it guarding against Jack Mack. He was trying to get it to Holeen, and Norberg tapped it away. So GPL will inbound the ball on, I'm going to say, the right sideline away from the bench over by all the fans. And we have a timeout called. So timeout called here. What did I do there? 2:11 to go, third quarter, 40-21 Arrows. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT. Back in 30 seconds.
Ask any Arrow basketball fan. Nothing beats the feeling of a Watertown Arrow sinking the ball right at the buzzer. But a Big Mac comes close. McDonald's in Watertown is pumped for another great Arrow basketball season. Whether you're slam dunking a Big Mac to power up your cheers or celebrating a win with a McFlurry, a stop at McDonald's is always the right call. With 2 locations in Watertown, 81 and 212 and 212 and I-29. McDonald's of Watertown would like to thank you for supporting Watertown High School athletics, and go Arrows!
Welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena as we have 2:11 to play in the third quarter. Arrows are on top 40-21, and we are getting ready for coming out of a timeout. GPL will inbound the basketball. That will be Scarleman looking to do so. And he does to Lucas Johnson, gives it right back on a give and go, and he gets hard to the rack, and Scarleman was fouled at the same time, got the basket to go, and we're going to have an and one call. Spencer's got a little hip check in there as Scarleman went up to him, knocked him to the floor. Basket still counts. Spencer got the takedown and his second foul. Scarleman's at the line shooting his first free throw of the night. Oh, no good off the left-hand side. Spencer grabbed the rebound. He's got 4 rebounds tonight to go with 4 points. Here is Norby dribbling. Gets past his defender. Nice move by Norby. And no good. Missed it off the glass and rebounded by Johnson. Here comes GPL. Now here is Genstead. He tries to throw it back to Scarleman, and now we're going to have a foul called on – is the official going to get the Watertown defender or the GPL defender? GPL. For holding. So Arrows got the steal there in transition as Jackson McClemens was trying to run down the basketball, and Brody Scarleman fouled him there. So Arrows will have it on the right side. Jack Mack to inbound. Norby has it, working against Scarleman, gets it to Jack Mack on the elbow. Has the basketball, looking, hands it off there to Bisker. Cross-court pass to McClemens. He's got some space. He lets it fly and got it. That looked like a good shot. I mean, he caught it in sync, in stride, and got it to go. Jackson McClemens has 14 to lead all scorers. His first 3 of the night, but that was by far his best look, just the catch and release. You know, when he gets his feet set under them, catches it in stride, he's going to make it more times than he misses. Here is Holeen working against Gabe. Kicks it outside to number 2, Jarrett Bauer, and he drilled a 3-pointer. And now Arrows go quickly up ahead to Jackson McClemens. Got the basketball in transition and laid it off the glass. He's got 16 points here this evening. 45-26, Arrows under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Bauer has it over on the right wing, working against McClemens. Gets it over. Scarleman to Bauer now. Left side, here is Holeen working against Norby, 14 on the shot clock. Trying to go one-on-one, kicks it outside to Bauer. Back over to Scarleman. Gets around McClemens, stops at the free throw line, pops and drills it. Brody Scarleman. He's got 8 points tonight, 45-28 Arrows, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Arrows can hold for the last shot. Norby has it. He's going to go back out to half court, reset, and we're under 10. Arrows get into their set play. Here's Spence. He's looking, gets it to McClemens, dribbles off the foot of Holeen. Norby picks it up. He's going to pop a 3 way off the mark and rebounded by Krenz, and that's how your third quarter will end. So Arrows they extend their 10-point lead, and they'll take a 45-28 lead into the fourth quarter. We're going to step away for 60 seconds. We'll have your fourth quarter. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT. Back in 60 seconds.
Great news for E30 users. E30 is now available at Roadside Gas on East Highway 212 in Watertown. And come inside and check out the Fresh Market coolers with sandwiches, yogurt, fruits, beef sticks, and fruit cups. And you always get double punches on your car wash punch card on Wednesdays. And there's more room and more machines ready for you at the Mint Casino too, with rear parking available. Roadside Gas on East Highway 212 Watertown, now offering E30. Apply for the Marathon card and save an additional 5 cents off a gallon. Good luck to all the Watertown Aero teams and players this season from the crew at Hometown Building Center. You work hard and you play hard, just like the staff at Hometown, providing the best products, service, and guidance for all of your building projects. From floor covering to cabinets and countertops, window treatments to roofing and siding, Hometown looks forward to serving you for many years to come. Good luck, Arrows, from Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
And welcome back to Watertown Civic Arena as we get ready for the fourth quarter here with Watertown Arrows on top 45-28. Holine has it, gets it over to Rubendal. Over to now, let's see, who this is. Carlisle on the left wing, back into Rubendale, working against Jack Mack just outside the block, trying to body him up, get the balls tipped away. Now he's going to get fouled by Jack Mack as Rubendale was using that big frame of his, tried to spin to the baseline, used that left hand, and he went up, and as he did, Jack Mack fouled him. Jack Mack's first, and here is Rubendale. He's at the line. He'll shoot two. First 2 attempts of the night for him at the line. That looks good. Oh, off the back iron. GPL only 3 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. Arrows 3 of 4. Second one. Bends his knees. Lefty. That one, yep, got it. He's got a nice little shot. That's a nice player for GPL, Austin Rubendale. Form's good. Spin move good. Does a really good job there for those guys. Here's Mitch Olson on the right wing. Gets it over to Dane Stark. McClemens, they're passing around. McClemens gets to the free throw line. Has the ball knocked away by Sherzon, and it's picked up there by Carlisle. Carlisle was going to work all the way in, use the right hand. Oh, I laugh because that couldn't have been more of an obvious foul. As Carlisle's shot went up, and number 23, Landon Sherzon, Lucas Johnson. Is that? I don't think they called him 20. Oh, there now they got it right. 23. Sherzon just pushed Jack Mack completely out of the way, right in front of the official, and got the foul called. So that's funny stuff. And now we have a hand check call on GPL right in front of the Arrow bench, and that one's on number 12, Micah Holine, his second. 45-29, 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Caden Decker, Mitch Olson, Dane Stark, he gets it at the free throw line, picks up, pumps up in the air, and lays it in for Dane Stark. His first 2 points of the night. 47-29, Watertown has the lead. Here's Holine, he's dribbling against Dane Stark. Hands it off to Scarleman. Dribbles in, falls down, picked up by Jack Mack, tries to outlet up to Dane Stark, but there is Holine to run it down, beat Dane Stark to the basketball. Carlisle working against Jackson McClemens, and Jackson McClemens is going to get called for the foul as he beat Jackson off the dribble and then committed the foul there. So Ashton Rabine's going to be coming into the game for the Arrows. Jack Mack takes a breather. Carlisle hands in the basketball, gets it to Rubendale, and then the pass was picked off by Jackson McClemens. He kicks it out. He tries to dump it off, but it hit a little volleyball action there as it went off Sherzwan's hand or body right back into the hand of Jackson McClemens, and he laid it up and in. He's got 18 tonight. Jackson got all the way down. He picked off the pass, get all the way down the middle lane, jump stop, went to dump it off for the defender, and then no good, and then kind of fell right back in. Dane Stark has this rebound, gets it up to McClemens, and lays it back in there for the Arrows. So Jackson now has 20 points, and it's a 51-29 lead. Here are the GPL Panthers. Way outside is Scarleman. He's trying this almost an over and back, and now he's going to get Caden Decker for a foul. They were losing control of the basketball. Just kind of, it was good man-to-man defense way out front, but instead of the over and back foul, I think maybe Caden was trying to just to push him, guide him a little bit more closer to that over and back line. Instead, now nice backboard pass by Sherzwan, getting Scarleman on a backdoor pass, and as he went up, he was drilled by a couple of Arrow defenders up in the air trying to block that shot. Caden Decker and Mitch were there. Either one of them could have got called for the foul, but Mitch gets the foul credited to him. So 51-29 right now, and Scarleman's at the line shooting a couple of free throws. Makes the first one. He's got 9 points tonight to go along. I guess no rebounds. No rebounds for Scarleman here tonight. Second free throw on the way. Looks like it's going to be long. It is, and it's rebounded by Ashton Rabine. Dane Stark has it working against Scarleman. Gets all the way down the block. Gets Scarleman to go up. Throws it off the glass, and Carlisle runs it down. Good hustle there by Carlisle to run that down. He's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holing gets it back to Carlisle. He's out top of the key. Backdoor pass there to Scarleman again. Hands it off this time to Scherzwan, and now we're going to have a foul called. So instead of going up and shooting it at Scarleman, he tried to pass it to Scherzwan down low, and that's, once again, when you get that ball down low there, people can grab at it, and that's what happened exactly there. So Arrows will have the basketball coming out. GPL has just called the timeout. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 9:50 a.m., KWAT. Back in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name-brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
Now is the time to advertise on Graph Signs' huge digital billboard on Highway 20 in Watertown. Graph Signs has partnered with SignPro to custom build your perfect billboard ad. With over 25,000 views per day, Graph Signs' digital billboard hits your target customers. Grow your business, post a help wanted ad, or recognize your employees. Graph Signs' digital billboards is here to help your business grow. Call or text Nate Graff at 605-881-4263. You can find Graph Signs on Facebook and online at graphsigns.com.
Back here at the Watertown Civic Arena, 5 minutes to go. Arrows have a 21-point lead, 51-30. Caden Decker has the basketball, gets it up to Mitch Olson, top of the key. Working against Rubendahl, gets it over to Rabine. To Norby, Caden Decker's going to be in the corner for 3 off the front iron, and we're going to have a rebounding foul called on the Arrows. I saw a body go flying. I don't know who did the push. I'll have to wait till I see the number there. The corner of my eye, I was watching to see if that ball was going to go in. And it's going to be the 5th foul on the Arrows, so we're going to go down and shoot some hoops. Shoot some free throws, shoot some hoops. Ashton Rabine, it looks like he's guilty party on the foul, and Landon Scherzwan is at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's going to miss to the left. 5 of 13 GPL at the free throw line. Not if you made all of them, it still wouldn't be winning, but that's obviously playing a factor and just keeping some points. That's a lot of points off the board to have a chance at. Next one, no good, rebounded by Dane Stark. Now 5 of 14. Now Norby has it stolen by Scherneman. And here comes GPL with 4:25 to go in the basketball game. Arrows on top, 51-30. Scarleman has it, left side, gets it over to Carlisle. Top of the key to Holeen, working against Norby. Up and under, a little Euro step, no good, was Holeen, and it was rebounded by Ashton Rabine. Left wing, Ashton Rabine hands it. Top of the key to Caden Decker, drives, got a little opening, runs all the way down the middle lane and lays it in for Caden Decker. 53-30. 3:45 to go in the basketball game. Arrows on top. And now we're going to have a foul outside as Scarleman was trying to catch the pass, and Caden Decker fouled him. And that is going to be 5 fouls, I believe, on Caden Decker. Yep, the official says 5 fouls. Got a couple of subs at the table. They're going to bring them all in. Spence, Bisker, McClemens. Mitch and Ashton Rabine also come out. So we're going to have Brody Scarleman down at the free throw line shooting a couple of shots. First one is an air ball, short and left. Maybe the fatigue of 2 games back-to-back nights. Second one is up and good. He's got 10 points tonight to lead all scorers for GPL. Here's Bisker, gets it in the block on Spence. McClemens going to fire a 3. Rattled in and out, no good. Rebounded by Holeen. Holeen has it, top of the key, over to Carly. Trying to bounce pass into Scherzwan. Working against Spencer. Kicks it out. Here is Rubendahl for 3. Long, missed it. And Bisker ran that one down. Arrows have the basketball. Here's Dane Stark for 3. No good. Rebound by McClemens, and he puts it back up and in. As I think when he caught it, he threw it up there right away, and it just sat on the front of the rim and fell in. Oh, it was like, is that thing going to fall or not? And it did. And GPL called a timeout for substitutions as they bring 5 new bodies on to the floor. You heard their coach, Mike Haugley, talk about make sure you get a bunch of guys as many minutes on the floor as possible. Arrows are going to counter with a couple of subs. Jackson Follett comes in. Ashton Rabine comes in. Jack Mack is in. So we have Bisker, Cole Hansen's in, Fallick, Mack, and Rabine in for the Arrows. Left side here is Jarrett Bauer. Has the basketball. 55-31, 2:45 to go. William Krentz has it on the block. He's going to kick it out, and this is Jenstead for 3. No good. Krentz grabs the basketball, kicks it back outside, and we have a 3-pointer by Thaddeus Krentz. Fresh off the bench, got it in. Here's Jack Mack right on the block, turns, spins, no good. Rebounded by Lucas Johnson. So we have a 55-34 game right now. Lucas Johnson has the basketball, working against Jack Mack. Jarrett Bauer has it at the free throw line, kicks it out to Jenstead. Here is Kratz. He's going to fire just inside, pump fake, and he got it. 5 quick points for that young man coming off the bench, getting some PT in here. Let her rip, bud. Rabine has it over in the corner. Here's Jackson Fallick, backdoor pass there to Rabine, top of the key. Jack Mack's going to let one fly from beyond the arc. No good, and it's going to be rebounded by Cole Hansen after Jackson Fallick ran it down and saved it. And Cole Hansen ran it down, or Fallick ran it down. He's going to get credit with the rebound, just threw it back in to save it. Cole Hansen then picked it up and laid it in off the glass for 57-36 lead for the Arrows with 1:15 to go in the basketball game. Another new sub for GPL, Jacob Heil in for our GPL. 1:11 to go in the game. Rabine top of the key, left wing, Jack Mack. Here's Bisker. He's going to go down the lane, and we're going to have a blocking foul, and Bisker will go to the line where he will shoot 2 shots. Bisker's going to go to the line. He's going to shoot 2 shots. First one's up and good. Only the 5th and 6th shots for the Arrows here tonight at the free throw line. Bisker's got 10 points. Missed it. Rebounded by Lucas Johnson. Under 1 minute to go. Here's Bauer. Has it at the block, covered by Cole Hansen. Here is Heel. Heil, excuse me. He throws it up, stolen by Jackson Fallick. Jackson has the basketball right wing. Rabine looks in, gets it to Bisker. Backdoor pass, he going to Rabine. He bounces it, catches it, back out to Bisker for three. Off the iron, no good. Rabine grabs the basketball. 4 rebounds for him tonight for Ashton Rabine off the bench. And we're under 30 seconds, no shot clock on anymore, so I'm guessing the Arrows, they look pretty content just to dribble this one out and snap this 4-game losing streak and win this one here this evening. Under 10 seconds, Bisker has it right in front of the Arrow bench. And there's how this one will end. As the Arrows win, the Arrows win, the Arrows win it. It feels good to say that. I haven't said that for a while, so it's been a while. So good win for your Watertown Arrows tonight as they hang on and they win this one 58-36. Coming up next, we'll have your American Bank and Trust post-game show. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with game stats. And as always, we'll have the luxury and pleasure to talk to head coach Pat McClemens. All that and I guess a little bit more probably. Give you some scores and the schedule update, and we'll kind of go from there. So American Bank and Trust post-game show is next. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT.
Give a gift to yourself at your Watertown Dairy Queen Grill and Chill. For cheeseburger lovers, order the 2 for $5 single cheeseburgers or the 2 for $7 double cheeseburgers. Try the Blizzard of the Month, Peppermint Hot Cocoa. Or how about the Frozen Hot Chocolate Blizzard? And when you give a gift to yourself, pick up a gift card for a loved one. And be sure to download the app for free food. Happy holidays from your Watertown Dairy Queen on Highway 212.
Let the team at Bruggeman Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Bruggeman Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Bruggeman Insurance today, 886-9043, or online, BruggemanInsurance.com.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Fall is here and it's time to prepare your home or business for the chilly months ahead. At Joe's Heating and Cooling, they remind you to schedule your fall tune-up today. Joe will get you ready for winter and make sure your heating system is running smoothly and efficiently. That way you stay warm and cozy all season long. Don't wait until the first frost. Call today. 881-6688. Joe's Heating and Cooling. Find them on Facebook.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
This is Brenda from the Country Road Barn. We're located just 7 miles north of Watertown and offer a full restaurant and bar serving smoked meats and meals for the evening crowd. We're open Wednesday through Friday, 4 to close, with dining available from 5 to 9. The barbecue is seasoned to eat right out of the smoker, so sauce is an option, not a necessity. With seating available up to 400, we have the perfect location for weddings, retirement parties, and other large gatherings. Everything's always better in the country. Country Road Barn, located just 7 miles north of Watertown.
And welcome back live to the Watertown Civic Arena as your Watertown Arrows capped off a game here tonight in a win. Get back into the win column as they defeat Great Plains Lutheran by a score of 58-36. So as we wait for the arrival of head coach Pat McClemens, we will go over your game statistics here by my count. Let's see. This first game summary, Arrows after one quarter of play led 15-8. Second quarter, they took a 27-17 lead into intermission. Third quarter extended that lead up to 17 points and then capped it off. They had a 45-28 lead at the end of 3 and then extended it a little bit more and won by a score of 58-36. Go ahead and let's go get to some game stats here, brought to you by American Bank and Trust. First, we'll start with Great Plains Lutheran. Jarrett Bauer, he's going to finish the game 1 of 2 shooting, 3 points. Brody Scarleman, 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 5 at the free throw line, and a team high 10 points. Ryan Genstead, 0 of 3 shooting. Thaddeus Kratz off the bench here real late, finishes 2 of 2 shooting and 5 points for Thaddeus. Hayden Carly is going to go 2 of 6 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 of 3 at the free throw line and 6 points. Micah Holine is going to finish 0 of 5 shooting, 2 rebounds, 1 of 2 at the free throw line and 1 point. Austin Rubendahl, 4 of 8 shooting, 6 rebounds, 1 of 2 at the free throw line and 9 points. Arrows kind of contained him a little bit more in the second half as he was really, really good in the first half there for GPL. Very impressed with Austin Rubendahl here this evening. Landon Scherzon, 1 of 1 shooting, 1 rebound, 0 of 2 at the free throw line and 2 points. Lucas Johnson's going to finish 0 of 4 shooting, 5 rebounds, 0 of 2 at the free throw line, no points for Lucas. William Krenz, no points, just 3 rebounds. GPL is going to finish 14 of 38 shooting tonight, good for 36.84%. Field goal 2 of 13 from behind the arc, good for 15.38%. And uneventful, or I should say the downside here was they were 6 of 16 from the free throw line for GPL, only good for 37.5%. GPL ended up with 22 rebounds. So we will pause there. And as the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Pat McClemens has walked up into the booth, so we'll get his comments, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up with your Arrow statistics here momentarily. So, well, Coach, I guess we'll first start off with it's congratulations. Get back into the win column. Got to feel good about that. Let's get your opening comments here and what you thought about your game here this evening.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference what you're doing. Winning is hard, right? And you have to appreciate every opportunity that you have or are given, 1, to compete, and 2, if you win, that's a big accomplishment. And especially for us, I think we gained some things tonight. That was important for us because we're a team probably lacking a little confidence. But again, we were able to sustain some things. I thought we rebounded the ball pretty well tonight. I thought at times we moved the ball pretty well tonight. We have to cut out maybe some of the fouls that we have and obviously some of the turnovers. I thought we turned it over a lot tonight, Ryan, and I think those are concerns for us.
Yeah, and I would, as a neutral bystander and coach, I would agree with you on the turnovers things. It seemed like it maybe we were moving a little fast at times and careless with the ball, but those things are going to happen when you have a team like this. So that's still gaining that experience. That's what I meant by that comment there, is to continue to go. I want to talk about next is that little grit that we talked about pregame here, and early on, all of a sudden you're down 4-0. A handful of it's still early. Obviously we know the game's far, but it's 4-0, and it's like, oh geez, did we have that? Are we going to have that grit coming out here, Coach Pat? Is that something you kind of looked at, right away? Obviously, it was only maybe 2 to 3 minutes into the game at that point, but at the end of the day, they had the grit, or at least some of it, to come back and fight and take care of business.
Yeah, I think again, like you and I talked about. Great Plains Lutheran's guards, very quick, very athletic, and I just think they do such a great job of passing the ball, right? I mean, they see the floor very well. They create some things for those when they're on their penetration. You help, but I thought for us, yeah, I mean, I think playing back-to-back nights and they played back-to-back as well. I think for us, showing a little bit of grit or determination or whatever you want to call it, because again, it could spiral really quickly, right? When you get an opportunity, you get down 4-0, and again, I thought we got out in the break pretty well. I think there's some things offensively in the half court we need to do better, but overall, we came out and at least attacked, and I thought that was a positive.
I always like to ask, because we talk about it a lot, and I know part of your answer already, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Just what your defensive, how do you think you defended overall? Because you made comment to it, and I have, not that mine is numbered, I have 19 fouls, and it seemed a lot of those were, I would call maybe more of that hand-checked, off-the-ball, dribble drive type thing. So grade your kind of defensive performance here and overall, just because it's something we always talk about and it's a key factor for you.
Right. I think for us, defensively, Ryan, we give up too many what we call straight-line drives, right? Down the lane lines. And a lot of those fouls are just what you're saying from the standpoint of penetration comes, and instead of leading with your feet, you're trying to push and shove with your hands and or body, right? And so, I think defensively we have to take better angles. We've got to do a better job, and we did at times today, but not a lot. I mean, they were still able to get going downhill into the lane, and that's obviously a huge concern. Because everybody's going to have quick guards like they did, and so you've got to be able to guard them some way, and we've got to do a better job of that without fouling.
Follow-up here is just talking a very, I think, an uncharacteristic, at least for us, it seems to be, from what we've seen, only 4 of 23 shooting as I had from behind the arc tonight, which seems is a really low number for us. We know we're going to take a lot of them. Yes. And you want them to take those shots when they're there. The question here is, did you feel those were really good shots, or did we get open offensively for those, and it was just a night that they didn't fall as much?
I think there are times where we take some threes that aren't necessarily in rhythm, all right? We're open, but are we really open? And are we in rhythm to shoot, or are we just shooting because – well, I'm open, I should shoot. And there's a huge difference and a huge growth as a player that you have to make in that, right? I mean, you have to be able to know when you're open. Again, I think we have the ability to shoot it better. Yes. Are we going to shoot some threes? Certainly. Now, I don't know where we were at free throw wise, Ryan. I
got you 4 or 6 tonight.
I mean, that's something we have to do probably a better job of is trying to get into the bonus or something. And if you're just a jump shooting team, you don't get any fouls called, right? And so, again, for us, it's about ball movement and it not sticking. And, you've got to get a couple court reversals. And I think that's the important part that we have to come up with is we've got to do a better job of coaching in regards to ball movement, all right? And then what are we getting out of that?
Coach, we'll finish on this note here. Saturday, we talk about quick turnarounds last night here this evening. You have Sunday here, and then probably practice. Then you're going to have Aberdeen Central here in the Civic Arena on Tuesday. How do you go about what's the kind of thought process for the boys and getting some rest and recovery and getting ready for another game? Because we're into that schedule now. It's going to start to go Tuesday, Friday now, if I remember correctly.
It is, and I think for
us,
is
that a good thing to get into that type of rhythm?
It is. Now again, there are things I would love to do and practice more. Kids would not, all right? Because I can't control the games, right? but I can blow my whistle in practice and stop it all. If I had 30 timeouts in a game, Ryan, I'd probably use them all, right?
No, now I know where Tommy learned it from.
I mean, there's certainly things, you want kids to get home, get rest. I'm sure we're a little bruised up, banged up, back-to-back nights. Get some rest tomorrow. Then Monday you got to come in, and we've got to build on some of the things that we did well, all right? And we have to also correct some things that we did not do well. And we'll go home, coaches will take a look at film and see if those are, what things those are. I mean, there are some things obviously that stick out to me right away because you saw them throughout the course of the game. But, what are we doing well offensively and what are we not doing well? And I think that's the building blocks that we have to continue to build on with this team.
And we'll look forward to seeing that building block here next Tuesday here as we welcome in the Golden Eagles. So, Coach, congratulations on the win. Get some rest, get the boys healthy, and we'll be back and talk to you on Tuesday morning.
Sounds great. Thanks,
Ryan. Head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Pat McClemens, will take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll wrap things up here from the Civic Arena. You're listening to Arrow Basketball at 9:50 a.m. KWAT. Back in 2 minutes.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Make sure you stop into your Watertown Perkins. They're famous for breakfast, but you'll also love their lunches and dinners. Conveniently located at the corner of Highways 81 and 212. At Perkins, you'll find quality fresh food, freshly baked pies and muffins. And it's all in a clean, relaxing, and friendly atmosphere. So come on in and bring your appetite. Your Watertown Perkins will do the rest.
It's the Hy-Vee Friday the 13th sale. One day only this Friday. Get 13 of the hottest deals around. Like fresh ground chuck, just $3.99 a pound. And lots of matzo pizza, just $4.99. Plus, get items for under $1, like banquet pot pies, just 79 cents. Save big on these great deals and more, in store and online. The Friday the 13th sale. One day only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
American Bank and Trust is inspired to give back to the Watertown community through the Watertown Spirit Card Program. Show your local school spirit with a debit card showcasing the Watertown Arrows logo and give back to the Watertown School District. For each purchase made with your Spirit Card, AB&T will donate a percentage of the purchase back to the Watertown School District. Call or stop into your local branch today for more details and sign up for a Watertown Spirit Card with American Bank and Trust. Go Arrows! Member FDIC.
Just like the Arrows, we at Active Heating are always pushing to be the best and improve every day. Through hard work and dedication, you can achieve greatness. Thank you to all the coaches, teachers, administrators, and parents for supporting leadership and teamwork through high school athletics. Go Arrows!
For all your heating and air conditioning needs, you can call Active Heating at 882-2663. 882-2663.
Ask any Arrow basketball fan. Nothing beats the feeling of a Watertown Arrow sinking the ball right at the buzzer. But a Big Mac comes close. McDonald's in Watertown is pumped for another great Arrow basketball season. Whether you're slam dunking a Big Mac to power up your cheers or celebrating a win with a McFlurry, a stop at McDonald's is always the right call. With 2 locations in Watertown, 81 and 212 and 212 and I-29. McDonald's of Watertown would like to thank you for supporting Watertown High School Athletics, and go Arrows!
Great news for E30 users. E30 is now available at roadside gas on East Highway 212 in Watertown. And come inside and check out the Fresh Market coolers with sandwiches, yogurt, fruits, beef sticks, and fruit cups. And you always get double punches on your car wash punch card on Wednesdays. And there's more room and more machines ready for you at the Mint Casino too, with rear parking available. Roadside gas on East Highway 212 Watertown, now offering E30. Apply for the Marathon card and save an additional 5 cents off a gallon.
Welcome back here live to the Watertown Civic Arena as we'll wrap things up here on our American Bank and Trust post game show, as we always had the luxury of a great conversation with Pat McClemens there, and we seem to get a little sidetracked off the air and continue talking because I think if you guys know either both of us, we love to talk, and we love to talk sports and coaching, so it's always a great time to lean on each other and talk, and we enjoy that greatly. So let's go ahead and we'll finish up here get to your Watertown statistics for those that you still listening here at home or in your car. So thanks for hanging with us on this American Bank and Trust post-game show. For the Watertown Arrows tonight, Jackson Fallick has 1 rebound. Carter Bisker, 4 of 6 shooting, 4 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line and 10 points. Cole Hansen, 1 of 1 from the floor, 2 rebounds, 2 points. Gabe Norberg, 1 of 8 from the floor, 2 rebounds, 3 points. Mitch Olson is, 2 of 5 shooting, 2 rebounds, 4 points. Dane Stark, 1 of 2 shooting, 2 rebounds, 2 points. Caden Decker, 4 of 9 shooting, no rebounds, 2 of 2 at the free throw point, 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and 11 points. Ashton rebounding, no points, but 4 rebounds for Ashton. Jackson McClemens, 10 of 20 shooting, 7 rebounds, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and 22 points to lead all scorers. And Spencer Wenches, 2 of 2 shooting, 4 rebounds, and 4 points. And Jack Mack, 0 of 2 shooting, no points for Jack Mack. Arrows finished the night 25 of 55 shooting, good for 45.45%, 4 of 23 shooting from behind the arc, as you heard me talk with Coach Pat about that, 17.39%, and Arrows only 4 of 6 at the free throw line, good for 66.67%. Arrows do win the rebounding matchup here tonight as they out-rebound Great Plains Lutheran by a score of, 28-22. So that will basically wrap things up here from the Watertown Civic Arena. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday evening as the Arrows boys will be back in action here and welcome the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Girls will be up in Aberdeen, but the boys will be here. I'll have that pregame show kick off, depending on the sub-varsity game, about that 6:40 time frame. And we'll have Arrow basketball back on the air. So Arrows win it here tonight, 58-36, and we'll see you guys and listen to you. Goodbye, Tracy Rabine. Just saying she's leaving off the floor. I always give her a hard time. But anyway, so we'll be back on the air next Tuesday evening about 6:40 for the Arrows and Aberdeen Central. Thank you all for listening. Have a great night, and good night from the Watertown Civic Arena.